All right, in this video, I'm going to be completely honest about the good, the bad, and the ugly about moving to Charleston, South Carolina. Let's do this thing. What's up, y'all? This is Dave Broom, licensed realtor in the Charleston, South Carolina area. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living, working, exploring, eating, chilling, and definitely playing in Charleston, South Carolina, then tap the subscribe button, hit the bell so that you're notified when new videos are hitting the channel. And to be honest with you, my team and I are getting calls and texts every single day with people who are looking at moving down to Charleston, especially from the north. So if you're thinking about moving or relocating to the Charleston, South Carolina area, then give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. You can do this days, nights, weekends, and we'll definitely get back to you and get this whole process started. Now, if I'm being completely honest with y'all, I absolutely love living in Charleston, South Carolina, but it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There are pluses and minuses to living here just like anywhere else. I'm gonna give you 5 pros and 5 cons today, so let's get into it. Pro number 1 is there is so much to do in Charleston, especially as a family. Coming from Buffalo, New York, where the weather is not that great a lot of the year, coming down to sunny Charleston opened up a whole new lifestyle to myself and my family. You get to go to playgrounds, you can go to parks, beaches, outdoor restaurants, almost all year round. There's also golf carts driving around the neighborhoods, which is cool, and it's just a different lifestyle. It's outside, it's nice. The outdoor festivals, the activities around here blow most places out of the water. Once you end up moving here, you find out quick that there are things to do no matter what you are into. Shopping, biking, kayaking, beach bumming, it can all take place in Charleston, South Carolina. Now, as far as food and bars go, you have great seafood, you have southern food, breweries all over the place, oceanfront dining, rooftop bars, amazing. Finally, there's museums, mansion tours, carriage rides throughout the city. So much to do here. Now, a lot of the activities are outdoors, which brings us to con number 1, which is the humidity. It does get extremely humid in Charleston, especially in the southern months, which make it uncomfortable at times to be outside for long stretches of time. You definitely don't want to end up looking like that. That is where air conditioning comes into play, and taking breaks in the early afternoon when the sun is out and extremely hot and humid out. It also helps to hit up the beach and go to the pool. A lot of the neighborhoods have pools to cool off. The occasional cannonball in the pool is a great way to keep cool and safe in the summer months. So this does actually lead me to pro number 2, which is the weather. My opinion of the weather down here is that yes, it's hot in the summer, but the amount of days of sunshine and the weather in October to December and then March to May is absolutely beautiful. Last year, this is not an exaggeration, there were multiple days in February that were over 70 degrees. And I'm a Buffalo kid, so back in Buffalo, New York, we were lucky to get 70 degrees in May and June sometimes. But here it happens in February. And let's not even discuss the weather in the north in February. The weather is absolutely gorgeous down here. But talking about the weather does lead me to con number 2 about Charleston, South Carolina, which is hurricanes. Being close to the coast does make us susceptible to hurricanes and tropical storms. The weather stations do an excellent job, though, nowadays warning of potential storms well in advance, and it helps us to prepare by bringing our things inside and storm-proofing our homes and keeping our families safe. Also, I will give the schools and colleges their props down here. They are on top of any severe weather that may occur, and they cancel activities almost immediately. They don't mess around. The bottom line is tropical storms and hurricanes can and do happen in and near the Charleston area, but with a plan and information, people remain safe and are able to safeguard and protect their families and their home. That leads me to pro number 3, which is property taxes. I know, who the heck wants to talk about taxes? But the extremely low property taxes in Charleston, South Carolina allow people and families to afford homes that they may not be able to afford in other parts of the country. In fact, South Carolina has the 5th lowest property taxes in the whole United States. When I found out how much our taxes would be on our new house in South Carolina, I thought our realtor was talking about monthly price, not yearly price. I almost fell over. Lower taxes equal lower payment and much more house, which is amazing. Con number 3 is the traffic. The traffic in and around the Charleston area can get heavy at times. There are times during the day, especially during rush hour, where it can take a while to get to different places. The key is to learn the different routes and to definitely use your GPS when you first get down here. Once you're down here though, you do learn the area, you learn back roads, you learn which roads to avoid at which time. Pro number 4 is the scenery and landscapes. Once again, coming from Buffalo, where it's dreary a lot, the sky just looks different down here. The blue in the sky, there's blue in the sky, there's constant sunshine, it's just breathtaking. And that's not even talking about the ocean, the trees, the vegetation, the lakes all around Charleston make it a sight to see. It is absolutely gorgeous down here, I'm not just saying that. Con number 4 is the bugs and mosquitoes. There is flies and mosquitoes in the south, especially in the Charleston area, but there is precautions that you can take to keep them away as much as possible. Keep those garbage cans outside of your garage, on the side of your house. We've learned the hard way. We had our garbage cans in our garage and there were flies everywhere and it just made it a mess. It was not fun. Keeping areas dry can also keep the bugs down, but the number one thing that you can do is to keep doors and windows closed and keep screens on them. Sounds simple enough, but when you have kids, they like to leave the door open, and then you got to get your dad voice out. You're like, shut the door, shut the door. It just makes it not fun sometimes. Number 5 is definitely the lifestyle. Southern hospitality and charm is definitely a real thing, and it helps people live a more relaxing and fulfilling life. Being outside almost every day helps you get the vitamin D, and you're just healthier, and also people wave like crazy down here, which is cool. Con number 5 is the tourism. Charleston and the beaches especially can get very busy during certain times of the year, especially like 4th of July with the beaches. We learned this the hard way. My family was down visiting and we just thought we were going to take a normal beach trip on the weekend, and it was 4th of July weekend at Isle of Palms. It was disastrous. So it took us an hour to find a parking spot. We were bribing people to take their spots, trying to slip them $20. It was just a mess. We didn't think of it at the time, and now we learn. That's all about learning and adjusting. Now we know what times to go, and you got to go early in the morning if you're going to the beaches, and 4th of July weekend is going to get really, really busy. There's other times where other holidays and that can get busy down here because of tourists too. Now, after hearing the honest truth and reality of living in Charleston, South Carolina, the pros and cons, it's still an amazing place to live, and especially to raise a family. We love it. This leads me to remind you, if you're looking to relocate to Charleston, South Carolina or the surrounding areas, you can reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, days, nights, weekends. I may not get back to you in 2 minutes if you text me at 1 in the morning. I might though, but I will be sure to reply the next day. Reach out and let's make this dream of living in Charleston, South Carolina a reality. Keep it real, y'all.